Well, hello there. This is aspiring author J.A. Arnold. Call me Tony. And this series is called Between Lines, where I read the lines that I love from the books that I read. If this series inspires you to pick up that book, I hope you enjoy your reading journey. This book comes to us from John Green called Everything is Tuberculosis, the history and the persistence of our deadliest infection. Why is it our deadliest infection? This inclusivity, this solidarity of falling victim to a disease that has killed the human species in greater amounts than any other known infection, this is ours to bear? Green exemplifies how tuberculosis, or TB, shaped culture and history, but also how culture has shaped tuberculosis, this weird, unpredictable disease where infections can lie dormant for decades or even a lifetime, does have its patterns, however. For instance, ethnic minorities were more susceptible to tuberculosis because of racism. In other words, this disease still exists, but for the marginalized, without adequate medical treatment to prevent the disease. Perhaps that is why it is referred to as ours, since we cultivate it by various means. The disease has used social forces and prejudice to thrive wherever power systems devalue human lives. Essentially, we regulate the disease upon people we care nothing about. Meet Henry, a tuberculosis patient whom Green meets, whose father just wants Henry home, despite the doctor's refusal. Also, he feared Henry's father and his threats. I tried to remember, Dr. Giram would later tell me, that this man, he just wants his son at home. He does not want his son to die alone. I understand this. I am also a father. At last, Dr. Giram came up with a plan, and only then he would fall asleep. The next morning, Henry's father returned to the hospital. He was angry that the nurses would not allow him to see his son. He walked around the doctor's desk, ready to punch Dr. Giram, who calmly told Henry's father, "You take your boy away now. All the work we have done is meaningless. I know you are dad. I am also a dad, but I am his doctor, and I can promise you that if this boy is not doing well on the new drug regimen, come and beat me. Don't hit me today, beat me later if this fails." Henry's father stomped out of the room to get to his son, but the nurses turned him away, and ultimately so did Henry. He was 18 now. Henry told his father he would stay at Laka and wait for the new drug. The next morning, Isatu came to the hospital and apologized. "My husband already gave up," she explained. "He wants to stay with his son, but I am not giving up on you, Dr. Giram. I'm giving you my faith, my life, my son." Dr. Giram later told me, "Yes, I know it's just one patient. There are so many patients, and Henry is just one. Why should we move mountains to save one patient? Because he is one person. A person, you understand. And anyway, what if he can be the first of many?" Green humanizes people like Henry in hopes of making a connection with those who are privileged not to have to deal with tuberculosis. For the sake of justice, we must eradicate the disease, regardless of a weakened immune system, malnutrition, but also in areas of poverty and inequality. This disease then highlights what is wrong with our priorities as a society, a disease of the mind. If tuberculosis became a problem in the rich world, attention and resources would rain down upon the illness until it ceased to be a problem for the rich, powerful, and able-bodied. It's as simple as that. When it affects those in higher societies, it suddenly has weight and must be eradicated yesterday. The disease was where the cure was not. The cure was where the disease was not. This has been Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. We are the cause, but we must also be the cure. Happy reading.